Hi everybody, welcome back to Fiona's Food, and I am in India. In January, I travelled to India to visit family, see some sights, but mainly to learn as much as I could about Indian food. Over the next few videos, I'm going to be sharing with you everything I learned, some cool stuff I saw, and of course some amazing recipes. This is Fiona's Food in India. Hi everyone, welcome back to Fiona's Food and welcome to part 1 of my India series. In these videos, I'm going to be showing you lots of cool stuff I saw while I was in India, plus I'll be sharing with you some of the recipes that I've learnt. So to kick things off in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a chicken biryani. So I'm going to start off by making the marinade. All the amounts of the ingredients for this bit are in the description below. So I've started off by blending some onion and garlic together. This is just so it's easier to coat the chicken with it. And I'm going to put all this into my bowl. And then I've also blended some ginger, again, just so it's easier. Take a couple of teaspoons of that. And now I'm going to add my plain yogurt. Again, the amounts are in the description below. And now I'm going to add my spices. So chicken biryani is just all about the different spices, and it gives you that amazing like aromatic flavour. So I'm going to be using some garam masala, and this is homemade garam masala, not the shop bought kind, which is just a mixture of cloves, cardamom and cinnamon. And again, I'll put the amounts of how to make this yourself in the description. I've got some ground coriander, some turmeric and some paprika. You also need to add salt at this point, which I forgot to record. And now I'm just going to mix all that together, and that's going to be our marinade for the chicken. So now the marinade is ready, I'm just going to get my chicken. So I've got my chicken. I've got a variation of thighs and drumsticks, but you can use any sort of chicken that you want to use. If you don't really like using chicken on the bone, then that's fine. You can just use breast pieces that you can get at the supermarket, whatever you like. So I'm just going to coat my chicken in the marinade and then leave it to sit for at least 2 hours, if not longer. So Indian food is all about the spices. The colours, the smells, the flavours, they're all instantly recognisable, and they all make Indian food what it is. And spices doesn't necessarily mean spicy. Even the most mild dishes are absolutely packed full of flavour. So there are hundreds of spices that you could use in Indian cooking, but down in the description I've written a list of a few that will get your Indian spice collection started. So our chicken is marinating for about 2 hours, but before we cook it, we're just going to prepare the rice. So I've measured out the rice, and again the description below has all the quantities that you'll need. So we just need to wash it a little bit and then leave it to sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. As you're washing it, you'll see that the water is going to turn cloudy, and that's the starch that we're trying to get rid of. So once you wash it through a few times, just pour out as much of the excess water as you can. And then we're just going to leave it to sit for 20 to 30 minutes. So now we're going to cook up our chicken. So I've got my giant saucepan. I'm actually doing quite a lot of chicken, which is why my saucepan is this big. You probably won't need one quite as big. So I'm going to heat up some oil and a little bit of ghee as well, which is optional. I'm using it just because it'll have a nice sort of aroma, but if you can't get hold of it, then no matter. I'm also going to be adding some of these. These are fried onions. I've actually cheated and bought some. So these are already fried, but you can just do them yourself. You just literally need to fry some onions in oil until they get to this sort of crispy consistency. So if you do want to do them yourself, then you need to put in the onion first, and then you can add your chicken. But because mine are already done, I'm going to do my chicken first and then add the crispy onions. Alright, so I'm just going to add the oil and the ghee, and then I'm just going to turn my hob up until it's nice and hot, and then when it's nice and hot I'm going to add the chicken. It's going to make great audio with the exhaust and the hob. So once my oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add my chicken. Then after a few minutes, I'm just going to add my onions. And give it a stir. So once it's simmering, you just put your lid on and leave it to cook. So this is optional, but if you'd like a bit of spice, you can add a few green chilies. So I'm going to add a couple of green chilies in with my chicken. So once the chicken is cooked through, you need to take it off the heat and then put it to one side. Now the chicken is done, we're going to cook the rice. So I filled my saucepan with water. The exact amount will be in the description, but it's basically about 3 parts water to 1 part rice. So I'm going to bring the water to the boil with some spices, and then I'm going to add the rice, and it should only take about 5 minutes to cook. And we're going to add some salt, some green cardamom seeds, some cinnamon, and bay leaf. So I'm going to let the water come to a boil, and then I'm going to add my rice. So once the water is boiling, you can add the rice. And now you want to set a timer for about 5 minutes, because you don't want your rice to be overdone. So now that the rice and the chicken is cooked, we're going to start layering up our biryani, which is going to go in the oven. This stuff is already technically cooked, but the oven was just going to help the sort of steam come through and get that really nice rich biryani flavour. So for the layering, we're going to need the rice and the chicken, and we're also going to need some more of those crispy onions. Again, you can buy them or make them yourself. Some chopped coriander, and also this sort of saffron and milk mix. So it's literally just a pinch of saffron and some warm milk, and that's going to go in our layers as well. So I'm going to start off by putting some oil at the bottom of our pan. I'm using the same pan that we used for the chicken, didn't wash it or anything, so it's still got all the chicken flavours in it. So I'm just going to put a bit of oil at the bottom. And then, so I'm going to do a sort of layer of different things. So I'm going to start off by doing a layer of rice. Hopefully not spill everywhere. I'm going to hopefully get this into thirds, but if you do, you're probably going to do less than me, so you might only have to get to do 2 layers. So I've done a layer of rice. Now I'm going to do a layer of the onions. So just a sprinkling. Then the chopped coriander. Then some of this saffron milk. And then a third of the chicken. And then I'm just going to go through and do the whole thing again in another set of layers. Once all the layers are done, I'm just going to cover it up and then put it in the oven at 160 for about 20 minutes. And here is my finished chicken biryani. It turned out really good, I'm really pleased with it, and I'm just serving it with some cucumber raita. So thank you for watching my chicken biryani recipe. I hope you enjoyed it. So please let me know if you try this at home. Leave me a comment or tweet me at Fiona's Food and send me a picture, or just let me know how it went. I'm really keen for you guys to try this one out. So stay tuned to Fiona's Food, and if you haven't subscribed already, then please do, because there's going to be loads more Indian recipes and baking tutorials coming up on my channel. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi guys! Happy St. Patrick's Day! So now I'm going to put the batter in my cupcake cases. Okay. Smiles, lots of smiles, lots and lots of smiles.